It's Becky D in the morning with Becky D, the motivation that you never knew you needed, but you have now to keep getting you through your year. All right. So make sure that your volume is turned up, you're tuned in, and you're ready to go, because now it's time to let the motivation flow. Good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning. As always, again, it's like I've been saying, it's good to be back and back to be good. I am definitely coming with before you all this morning to really get back into the deep of everything. Like I said, some days are going to be a little bit longer than others, where we're getting deep into thought and into the things that we need to talk about. And then there's going to be other moments where we are going to just have quick little tidbits that you need to know and know to need. So this morning, unfortunately, will be a little bit longer, okay? I understand it's the jump start to the weekend, but we need to also go into this weekend with a game plan. Again, as I've said before, you either plan to fail or you fail to plan. So which one are you going to do? All through high school, I was big fan of living literally the saying, living for the weekend. I would do everything leading up until the weekend. If I had a drill meet or a competition or a game or whatever the case may be, I always look forward to the weekend, because I knew that meant freedom. That meant rest. That meant, a chance to play catch up and sleep, activities, getting to know my friends, stuff like that. But what I decided to do, especially this year, is to make my weekends meaningful. So all the way up until literally last year, I was still living that lifestyle. Even, of course, I'm not in high school anymore. I have a job and whatnot, bills to pay. So I was doing more so of, hey, it's the weekend, time for me to hang out with friends, time for me to, just goof off and sleep in late and do this and do that. And none of it was very productive. There was a few times, going to work is productive, but there was a few times where it was actually productive. Like I had a photo shoot or something. But ever since this year, when I've had my thoughts and my times of meditation, I really focused on what was the problem. And one thing that I definitely paid attention to was the fact that I gave up so much time on my weekends. So it's really now about reclaiming your weekends, okay? Saturday through Sunday. Now, some people weekends may be a different day of the week or however the case may be. But my Saturday and my Sunday, I needed to get those back and make them productive and make it meaningful to life and not just 2 days wasted, okay? So what I have tried to do is every Saturday give it purpose, okay? So I go into the weekend excited and thankful from the regular, 9 to 5, but with the plan that I am going to make it meaningful so that when Monday comes back around, I am now focused on what I need to do during that work week. So if you have a side business or hustle or, you have extra income or something like that, that's the time that you can really focus on to that. So you can start planning campaigns for that week or doing more research in your business or whatever the case may be. Now, it doesn't all have to be dull and linger on like it does during the week. You can actually make it fun and inviteful. Like myself, one of my things is definitely photography. So I would more than likely probably book a gig. But the thing is, when I'm not busy, I'm looking at my gear. I'm looking at new gear to purchase. I'm learning about more about the gear that I have. I'm, taking photos of random things that I see. I'm trying to expand my knowledge and grow it. Because if we continue just living our life like one big party and never continue educating ourselves, we'll be excellent partiers, but we'll be horrible, horrible people because we've never continued to further the education that we already have. We can push limits in everything else, but we never push the limits of our mind. Why? Why stop with just the basic knowledge that you have of everything and push it to its fullest capacity till it can't reach anymore? Okay? So spend your Saturdays getting to know your business more inside and out. There's new things always developing in everybody's world. I know that I've been studying more on meditation and different things of that nature, and spiritual healing and stuff like that. So, and also look for that book to come out for me pretty soon of meditation on the go, because I'm an on the go person. So I'm definitely, hopefully be writing that over the weekend. That's something that I can do. That's something fun. And at the end, it'll flip a profit, right? So a lot of people, us millennials, we're the business-minded people. We're the ones who's going hard at the grind every day. And we're the ones trying to stay focused to make sure that we get the things done that we need. Now, me personally, because I can only speak from personal, I am really striving towards setting up my future for my future. And what I mean by that is the kids that I have and the generation afterwards, I want them to know that I've paved the way for them. Okay? But I didn't only do that. I left rest stops along the way. So they'll have the road map, but they also have rest stops along the way now to give them recovery and to give them peace and rest, okay? To know that they are taken care of. One of the things that I really love in the Bible, where it says that it's for your children's children. Like, it's for the different generations, okay? In different religions, no matter which religion you look at, they don't stop at just the current generation. They go through the generations, okay? Even if you look at certain curse and stuff like that, if you're into that, they don't stop at just you. They don't curse you, they curse the generations, because they know it's strength as the line goes down, okay? But if they knew the line is stopping, they will stop at you. But they say this is not only going to affect you, it's going to affect those after you. So how are your weekends going? So that you are looking not only at you, but you're looking at the ones that are coming after you. How selfish are we that we can't think past the present person? If we can get past the present person and really look at and focus on the future, then that's great. Some people's future is staring right back at them right now. Your kids are here, okay? I don't have, kids right here looking at me right now. All I have are the ones that I parent through love, okay? So I'm trying to set up a reality for them now, but the ones that I have not had the chance to meet yet, those unborn babies, those are the ones that I am preparing my life for now. So that way when they get here, they are given a good education, and then from there, they are given further education, and then from there, they get to get hands-on experience. Like, I am trying to make sure that when they enter this world, they are equipped with everything they need. And a lot of people think that's money all the time. But if I build myself with so much knowledge of the things that I know they need in life, then by the time they get here, I am able to relay that knowledge to them. And then they start off with a good, solid foundation. That's something else, that if you have kids, start doing that on the weekends with them, okay? Education can be fun, and you can make it wonderful. So Saturdays, going to the park or whatever, it doesn't have to be textbook stuff where you're doing 4 times 5 equals 20 and this and that. You can actually just look at the landscape. It's like, hey, did you know such and such about this type of dirt? It can only be found in this area and stuff like that. Okay, that's knowledge. All right, looking at the clouds and the sun and the trees and the grass and the way the swings work and slides. You get a lot of different subjects being outside. You get science, you get some history in there if you're around historical artifacts. You get math, you get some reading because there are signs in parks and stuff that makes it historical, so it has something to read more about it. One thing that I value, excuse me, mostly growing up is family. And I remember staying sometime with my cousin, and who's older than me. She already has kids. And when I would go visit, it would be during the summertime, and she'll be like, hey, we're going to go to the park. And I'm like, okay, cool. And next thing you know, we end up in a museum. And I just always loved how engulfed she had her kids, and not only museums, but just in everything in general. And that really got me thinking, like, wow, those kids are coming with prior knowledge into school, and they're like now challenging textbooks sometimes. But that's not always done during the week, because the only time she had available was the weekend. So you don't waste the weekends. You find meaning and purpose in the weekends. Maybe it's a road trip to an out-of-town museum. Hey, that's an out-of-town vacation as well as you're gaining information, okay? So here's to making weekends count. No more just party lifestyle. If you ask me, partying has been fun, but gaining information that I can turn around for my future generation, as well as make profit off of the information I have now, is more beneficial to me than just going to a party that's probably going to last me 25 minutes in my memory. Okay, like, wow, that was amazing. Met great people, doing this, doing that, whatever the case may be. Hey, they had a very nice glass of wine. I can't remember the name of it. 9 times out of 10, that's usually how that happens. Don't ever tell me the name of something. Let me take a picture so I can actually remember what it's called. That's, working on that. But to actually, like, enjoy your weekend, you gotta take advantage of every single second. Okay, we leave so many minutes on the table of just pure time because we waste it on nonsense, if you ask me. Now there's days and months and weeks that sometimes we just want to take a break. We just want to relax, don't think of anything, and maybe you're sick. That's more than okay. All right. In an ideal world, we'll all be running around 24/7 with our heads cut off, with the go button always going. But we're not in an ideal world. We're not perfect, and right now we're just partial humans. So we are going to get tired. We are going to get burned out. We're going to get worn out. We're going to lose our creative drive sometimes, and we're going to have to find it back. But as long as you keep the energy that you need, good positive vibes around you, you meditate often, and you pray about it, and you just really, really, really get to know self, so the self can go out into the society and function, because not only do you know you and the way things trigger you and the way you work and the way your mind works, but now you know how others affect you. And so because you know that you need to stay away from Jean because you really don't like the way she talks. It's nothing against her. It's just the tone that she uses. So when you're able to do all of that, you're able to find the wholeness of yourself and to become pretty much one, not only with your body, with your mind, as well as your spirit. Okay? So take some time today, or in the morning, or at night, whatever time you feel like it, or the rest of your morning commute to work, on what you're going to do this weekend to make it meaningful to you and to make it meaningful to the generations to come after you. All right. As always, it has been a pleasure to bless your ears this morning. My name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning.